Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Christina and today I'm going to be doing this last minute look for you. It's kind of like my take on the Bride of Frankenstein. I am a huge fan of ELLIMACS. She is so good at special effects. I kind of took a little inspiration from ELLIMACS for this look. She did a Bride of Frankenstein, but hers was a lot more in depth. This is kind of like just kind of using what you have and maybe buying like one or two little things instead of going a little bit more special effects. But anyways, I am really happy how this came out. I did post a look on this on my Instagram last weekend, I think it was. I did the other side, but the way that I parted my hair, the way that I parted this wig, I thought it would be kind of fun to do it this way so that it peeks through. And then I also added a white contact to make it even creepier. Kind of creep out my best friend Ashley. Anyways, that is the tutorial that I am going to do for you now. I'm gonna do a voiceover with it, so you're gonna see me with no makeup in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a little bit of concealer on my eyes just to prep it. I already have my eyebrows on, nice, thick, and bold. I'm just gonna smudge that in with my sponge, and then I'm gonna powder that just to set it so nothing goes smudgy on me. I'm going to be using the ColourPop eyeliner, and this is a No Shame. It's like a dark purple almost, but I like to use this as a base for my smoky eyes because then everything sticks, nothing moves, and it gets really nice and dark. Just putting that on with a flat brush. I'm going to take a little bit of like a chocolatey and a black and start smudging that and right on top of that shadow, and that way it just kind of makes an easy smoky eye. I'm going to take 2 lighter colors with another brush and just start blending that all in, and this is kind of my trick of the trade for doing a really grungy smoky eye. I just kind of went back and forth with both of those brushes until I was kind of happy with the darkness of it. I'm just taking an eyeliner and just eyelining the waterline on the top and the bottom, cleaning up a little bit with my makeup cloth there. I'm gonna moisturize my face just so it's nice and prepped. This is also a Makeup Forever prep to smooth everything down. I don't know why I did the bottom there, but I'm taking a flesh colored eyeliner, and this is, you can kind of barely see it, but it's just to outline where I'm gonna do like the monster side of my face, and that's just to give me a guideline for whenever I'm putting on my foundation. Using my L'Oreal Pro Glow, my favorite, in 201 and 204, and just kind of pushing that on the face, and then I'm just using a buffer brush from Morphe just to buff that all in and get myself a really, really good full coverage base, making sure I don't get my eyebrow. And I did another layer with this, and instead of moving it with that buffer brush, I just used my sponge, going back in with my concealer just to conceal, because again, we want a high coverage, you know, we want a really dramatic look, so we need a really high coverage. Also able to clean up that outer line. And I'm just setting everything with my RCMA powder just to make sure it's nice and matte. I also forgot that side of my face, so I went ahead and fixed that. Here is the green. I got this off of Amazon. It smells like coconut. It is Mayron's Paradise, and this is an Amazon green. And you just need like a flat brush. I'm used to using an old flat brush with water and just mixing it in a pan, and then I'm able to just start painting that on. Now I did a couple layers of this, but you have to kind of let it dry, and then it will get pretty opaque on you. It just depends on like how thick you want it or how light you want it, but with that flat brush I was able to get my outline. The last time I did this, I did my ear, but I just didn't do it for this tutorial because I didn't feel like trying to clean out my ear again because that was quite irritating. And then I'm just kind of taking it up just so it looks like I actually have green face over there, and then I'm just going back and forth with some of my shadow to blend. Putting a little bit of bronzer on just to define my face and add a little bit more color and dimension. And then this look is really all about dimension and color. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of the Lock-It Whiteout concealer, and I'm going to be using that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use that as a highlight on this side because again, you want light and dimension with everything that you do. You can't just have a flat color. It's one of the bases for really good makeup is highlight and contour. So I'm just taking that flat brush and just blending that in, but you'll see it adds a little bit more of a dimension, so it's just not like a green turtle face or something like that. It just looks a lot better. And then I just kind of went on a little bit and took the rest of that and just blended it up. Again, I just wanted to add a little bit dimension to that face. And then I'm just giving myself a little bit of a contour like I would on my normal face, and then a little bit just on top. I'm going to use my Morphe palette. This is the 350 palette, and I'm just taking a little bit of the 2 medium cool tone shades, and all I'm doing is I'm going to take a fluffier brush and shade that out so it looks like it's kind of sunken in, or giving, again, we're giving it dimension. I went back and forth with so many different things. I just kept looking at what I needed to do. So I added a little bit of blush, went back in again with the eye, and I kept touching up everything that I thought I needed to touch up. And then I gave myself a little bit of highlight just to blend that a little bit better. Sprayed my face, make sure everything stays nice. And I had to fix my eyebrow because I went a little bit crazy with that green. Little bit of mascara just on the top. And then I wanted to go for a crazy highlight. So I'm using my MAC Hyper Super Glow and just highlighting the crap out of my face. I thought this would be really, really like a really good touch to it. Now I'm going to do the stitches. So I'm just taking an eyeliner that I would use normally that I already have and just starting to make cross hash marks. And this can be really kind of fun. Like I kind of wanted it a little bit more cartoony and not super, you know, real. But this is just kind of like where the stitches are. You can use twine to glue on your face there if you have like latex or even like leather. And I just kind of went back and forth and just kind of made it a little bit more messy with a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Tarte. This is my eyeliner in white. And I'm going to take this on a very fine brush and just start kind of putting a little bit of a highlight here and there. I kind of went a little ham on the top ones. But that was just, again, just to highlight and give like a high and a low to the color. And you can see I'm just kind of hashtagging and here and there, and just it's kind of random on top, but nothing was really like, this isn't perfect. And then I didn't like that it was too white, so I went back and kind of smudged it a little bit with the black, and just, again, this needs to look like it's dirty stitches or something like that. And then I took some, like a medium chocolate brown on a liner brush and started going through and just like smoking out and adding a little bit more shadow to the cross stitches that I already did. And this just gave, again, another layer of dimension that I really, really loved. And this is what kind of gave it more of, like I said, depth to the look. So it wasn't just like a flat look. Just using a red liner for my lips. And then I'm actually going to be using two lipsticks. I'm using Melt's I think this is Immortal, and this is like a berry red. I used this in my last tutorial, and then I put a little bit of Jeffree Star's Red Rum on top because it's super red. I added a white contact to freak myself out and my best friend. I put some super thick, big lashes because big was all about this look, nice and dramatic. And then I started contouring my face just a little bit more. Again, I wanted to add as much dimension as I could to the look. Mascara on the bottom lashes. And then I'm going to take, I wish this was my hair, but it's definitely a wig. And so I'm going to take this out. I kind of textured it myself. I went through with my thinning shears because I'm a hairstylist and kind of textured it out. But you can see I'm just kind of tucking. But I got this wig off of Amazon for like less than $30. And I'm not going to lie, it's super nice. And it's a synthetic, but you can still use a little bit of heat. But I think it just added so much to this look. I did not like the glue sticking out, so I went ahead with my liner and just fixed that. Added a little bit of texture spray to this, again, so it fluffed up and looked like real hair. It didn't look like it was this shiny non-hair look. But anyways, guys, that's the look. I hope you love it. So that is look, everybody. Like I said, I added this wig I got off of Amazon, really cheap, but it's actually a really, really nice wig. I wish my hair was this long. That would be fantastic. I hope it someday it can be this long again. This is so easy and it's such a last minute. Like I only bought a couple things and it came out like this, but you can switch it up. You know, my inspiration was ELLIMACS and hers is different. She does like she has like leather straps like glued to her face, and she has the regular human with more monster, and she does like most of her body, but it's totally up to you. It's super quick and easy, and like I said, you feel super pretty. So if you're going out, but it's still kind of creepy. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day and a happy Halloween. Bye.